Namaste, welcome everybody. This is the 8 limbs of yoga developed by Patanjali. It's a beautiful way. It's actually an eightfold path. It's actually 8 ways to live in harmony with yourself, with all beings, with nature, the cosmos. So, as you can tell, these 8 limbs go back about 3,200 years. They've been assimilated by Patanjali. Now, as you can see, that we're going to focus on the first limb, Yama, and that's predominantly to do with controlling the way you conduct yourself. So, for example, the first limb, the first one inside the Yama, there's 5 of them, is ahimsa, or non-violence. So a lot of yogis or people nowadays choose to be vegetarian or vegan. And that's for a reason, guys, because they don't want to be part of killing or an animal or hurting another animal when they've got the choice not to. And that's a more harmonic way and actually a lot more energy efficient way to live. Also with ahimsa, it's getting the whole pattern of violence out of your life, because when we watch TV, there's a lot of violence on TV or in the movies. I just went and saw Avatar and I thought it was a beautiful film, except for he played the card of violence so much, but inside the framework of things at the moment, that's the pattern that we're used to, and it gets bums on seats and produces revenue. So, he spent $400 million on his film, US, so he wanted to get that back, and that was one of the surefire ways. See, I even said fire, which is a violent thing. So it's, for example, using that word fire or kill, it's getting also words out of your vocabulary that have direct connotations to violence, guys, so that you're purifying your whole energy. You're not in the vibration of violence within inside yourself, which is a beautiful way to live. And it frees yourself up. You feel a lot better and happier too when you're living a more peaceful, harmonious life. The second one is being truthful. Being truthful to all beings, being truthful to yourself, guys. So, for example, being truthful to yourself would be, say you think going out and drinking and partying with your friends, you really say you enjoy it. Then the next day you feel I've got a hangover, and deep within inside yourself you don't feel right about drinking, and so you actually be truthful. You just give up. So your friends ring up and you say you're just giving up alcohol, or you've got a person that asks you, a beautiful person that you're attracted to, asks you if you've got a partner, and you say, oh, kind of, but really you do, but you're just not being totally truthful. So it's about being truthful. That's the second Yama. The third one is non-stealing, and that's just the basic one, is taking from others, taking objects or material possessions, but it's also not stealing other people's time. For example, being late to meeting somebody and you're wasting their time. That's a way of stealing. Or you're not looking after yourself, guys, and your health is waning, and as you're going through your life, the people that love you can spend less time with you because your health deteriorates. And also not looking after yourself, it's not giving you the full fruit of the time for you to develop yourself. So that's another way. Spending the time is important. That's the third one. The fourth one is using your energy in the right way. And this is really interesting. For example, not using up all your sexual energy in a matter of a day or two with your partner or lovers, or not going out drinking or whatever, and then all your energy is just wasted, and you feel the next day, the whole day is just, you're just lying there. Using that energy you've got each day, that vital force, to develop yourself and to grow yourself. Because when we're growing and developing ourselves, we're actually blooming and we're a lot happier. So it's a more harmonic and happier way to live. So that's the fourth one. And the fifth one is an interesting one as well. It's not hoarding or being greedy, being very efficient with material possessions, not having huge wardrobes full of clothes that you might not even use. You might use once a year if you've got 500 pairs of shoes. If you've got a shoe kleptomaniac, which people are, guys. It's reducing that to what you really like. You can still have beautiful things, but just having a few of those that you can use. Or it's instead of having a massive car that's a 12-litre whatever car, gas guzzler, you're deciding to get an electric car, which is less impact on the environment. It's less impact financially to you. You're not using so much gas, you're more using electricity, and it's just a more harmonious way to live. So it's a more kind of almost a more efficient energetic way of life. And also maybe having a house that's very minimalist so that you can find things, because when you've got so much stuff, when you're got so many shoes again or clothes, you have trouble finding stuff. So you can find things a lot easier. You move through your house a lot easier. It's not so cluttered. Your mind's less cluttered because you've got less hoarding or things in your mind you've got to do. And that minimalistic lifestyle means again that you can actually start putting it into growing yourself, developing yourself, and just helping other people growing, like I'm giving here with this video. So I really hope the eightfold path of living in harmony with the earth and living harmony with yourself and all beings is really helpful. So boop, subscribe and leave a comment. Now this is the first one, Yaman, but I'm going to be putting out the whole 8 different paths. But to do justice to it, we need to spend a bit more time on each. I could do the whole 8 condensed, but it wouldn't actually give you a bit more depth and understanding of the eightfold path. So lovely to see everybody, guys. Thumbs up. Namaste. Have a lovely day.